in Landman Season 2 might seem like a small detail on the surface, but it actually says a lot about where her character is emotionally, financially, and psychologically right now. This isn't just a random job added to fill screen time. It's a quiet but powerful signal that Ariana's life has shifted in a big way, and not necessarily in the direction she once imagined for herself. By the time Season 2 begins, Ariana has clearly been through a destabilizing period. Her relationship with Cooper fell apart, her sense of direction got blurry, and whatever financial safety net she once had no longer seems reliable. The Patch Cafe represents survival more than ambition. It's the kind of job you take when you need steady cash fast, when pride has to take a back seat to practicality. That alone tells us Ariana is in a rebuilding phase, not a thriving one. There's also something symbolic about where she's working. The Patch Cafe sits right in the middle of oil field culture. It's where workers gather before shifts, after disasters, and during moments of exhaustion. By placing Ariana there, the show physically moves her into the orbit of the same dangerous world that defines Tommy, M-Tex, and the entire power structure of the series. She's no longer adjacent to the oil industry through relationships. She's now embedded in its daily grind. Emotionally, this job also reflects Ariana's need for grounding. After everything she's been through, she doesn't seem interested in chasing big dreams right now. The cafe offers routine, predictability, and a kind of quiet anonymity. No one at the counter is judging her past, her heartbreak, or her mistakes. She's just another worker pouring coffee and getting through the day. For someone who felt exposed and shaken in Season 1, that kind of invisibility can feel comforting. There's also a subtle power shift happening here. Before, Ariana's story often revolved around who she was connected to romantically. Now, she exists independently in the narrative. Working at the cafe gives her a space where she isn't defined by Cooper, by Tommy, or by any of the corporate drama. She's seen as capable, reliable, and self-sufficient. And that quiet independence is one of the most important changes in her character so far. At the same time, the job puts her in a risky position socially. The Patch Cafe is where secrets pass through in casual conversation. Workers talk when they're tired, angry, or scared. That means Ariana is now in a place where she can overhear things she probably isn't supposed to know. And in a show like Landman, information is power. Whether she wants it or not, her new role gives her access to the undercurrent of what's really happening on the ground. There's also an emotional test tied to this choice. Working around oil workers means Ariana is constantly surrounded by the exact world that caused so much damage to the people she cared about. Every shift is a reminder of the danger, corruption, and loss tied to that industry. That creates quiet internal conflict. Is she numbing herself by staying close to it, or is she confronting it head-on as a way to heal? Financially, the cafe job suggests Ariana is starting from the bottom again. It's honest work, but it's not lucrative or powerful. And that contrast is important. It highlights just how far her life has shifted in a short time. Instead of chasing opportunity, she's chasing stability. Instead of dreaming forward, she's bracing herself in the present. The placement also feels deliberate from a storytelling perspective. The Patch Cafe becomes a crossroads for multiple plotlines. It's where characters intersect naturally, where news spreads quietly, and where tension can simmer without exploding immediately. By putting Ariana there, the show positions her at the center of future conflicts without pushing her directly into danger. At least not yet. What makes this choice especially compelling is that it doesn't romanticize her situation. The show doesn't frame the cafe as a charming fresh start. It frames it as work. Real work. Tiring, repetitive, and emotionally heavy when paired with everything she's carrying inside. And that realism makes Ariana feel more human than she's ever felt before. So Ariana is working at the Patch Cafe in Landman Season 2 because she needs stability, income, emotional breathing room, and a fresh identity that isn't built on her past relationships. But whether this job becomes a stepping stone to something better or a dangerous door into deeper trouble is the real question moving forward.